All right, so you're looking for a dog trainer here in Bowie, Maryland? You've come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to pick the perfect one for you and your pup.
Just picture this for a second. You're on the WB&A trail, and the leash is just hanging loose, no pulling at all. Or maybe you're at Allen Pond Park, just chilling, and your dog is right there with you, perfectly calm. That's the dream, right? Well, the right trainer can totally help you get there. Okay, first up, what exactly makes a trainer great? Let's figure out how to find that perfect professional match for you. So the number one thing you're going to want to look for is a trainer who uses positive reinforcement. Seriously, this is a modern, science-backed method that's all about rewarding the good stuff, the behavior you want to see. It's not only incredibly effective, but it also helps build a really strong, trusting bond with your dog. Now, you might see a bunch of letters after a trainer's name, and yeah, they can look kind of confusing, but they're actually really helpful clues about their expertise. A CPDT-KA, for instance, means they've passed a tough test on training knowledge, which is perfect for general obedience. But if you're dealing with something more serious, like major anxiety, look for that CDBC certification. That tells you they've got a higher level of skill for behavior stuff. Oh, right. Next up, let's talk about the different kinds of programs out there. The whole key here is to match the format to what your dog really needs. So here are the two big ones, group classes and private lessons. Group classes, they're fantastic for getting your dog to focus when other dogs are around, which, is a skill you'll definitely need at a place like the Bowie Town Center. Private lessons, though, are perfect for tackling those very specific at-home problems, like dashing out the front door or jumping all over your guests. And of course, there are other choices. Puppy classes are a must-have for getting your little ones started off on the right paw. And if you're up against tougher challenges like reactivity or deep-seated fear, you'll want to specifically look for a program called behavior modification. That's usually a much more detailed one-on-one plan. Okay, time to get practical. Let's talk money and the questions you absolutely have to ask before you hire anyone. So, what's this all going to cost? I know that's probably what you're wondering. Think of it this way. You're investing in a happier, easier life with your dog. So let's look at the typical costs right here in our area. Here's a quick rundown of the average costs you can expect in Bowie and around PG County. A standard 6-week group class, that'll probably be somewhere between $175 and $350. A package of private lessons at your home could be anywhere from, say, $450 to almost $1,000. Now, these are just averages, obviously. A trainer's experience and those certifications we talked about can definitely affect the price. Okay, when you talk to a potential trainer, you should treat it like an interview. You're hiring them for a really important job. Here are 6 questions you should always ask. You want to hear them talk passionately about positive reinforcement and ask them how they'll tailor a plan for your dog and your lifestyle here in Bowie. Oh, and that last one about working with your vet, that's huge, especially if you think there might be a medical reason behind your dog's behavior. So now that you know how to find an amazing trainer, let's get to the good part. Actually getting out there and enjoying Bowie with your well-behaved dog. First things first, being a great dog owner in our community means knowing the local rules. These are set by Prince George's County. The big one is the leash law. Your dog has to be on a leash, and it can't be longer than 6 feet in public. And don't forget, the law says your dog has to wear the rabies tag on their collar at all times. Here's a little detail you'll want to know. In Maryland, individual dog trainers don't need a state license. But, and this is a big but, if a trainer offers a board and train program from a facility, that facility must have a state kennel license. You should always ask to see it. It's a basic check for accountability. Okay, once you start training, you've got to practice. And Bowie has some fantastic spots for it. The Bowie Dog Park, that's your go-to for safely working on off-leash recall. The WA&A Trail is basically a real-world classroom for practicing loose-leash walking with bikes and joggers whizzing by. And for building focus, you can't beat the trails at Patuxent River Park. So many smells and distractions for your dog to learn to ignore and listen to you instead. And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's so true. This is about way more than just sit and stay. It's about building a better relationship that makes life easier and more fun for both of you. Having a dog you can trust just makes every part of living here in Bowie better. It means you can have quiet evenings at home, you can have friends over without chaos, and you can get out and explore all the amazing places we have together. We really wish you the best of luck in finding that perfect training partner and in all the adventures you're going to have.